everybody, today I'm making a video with an awesome person and a brilliant historical teacher in USA and for a short time in my summer English institute, Robert or just Bird. Today we will try to compare Dnipropetrovsk with
Philadelphia.
How many times have you been in Dnipro?
This is my second time.
So, what do you like?
I like the food, kvass, sirok, borscht, yeah. And I like the people, but I like the view of the river. I think that's nice. In Philadelphia, the sort of signature food is a cheesesteak. You take a piece of bread and you cut up meat, fry it, and put cheese with it.
Sounds very tasty.
It is.
Really. As I know, you like traveling and you have been in some other countries. So, which you prefer? Which is the best for in your opinion?
Definitely Ukraine.
Really?
The biggest thing is the people. They're really friendly, really helpful. The food is really good. Last summer, while I was here for Summer Institute, I gained about 5 kilograms. It's true.
And what about USA? Could you tell us about this country and about your job, maybe?
Sure. Well, in the United States, just like here, there are different regions, and so each region is slightly different. In the South, people are more friendly, but they're also generally poorer. In the North, they're maybe less friendly, but they're usually a little bit wealthier and more educated. I have a teaching job. I teach U.S. history. I enjoy it. I enjoy what I do. I like teaching U.S. history. I like teaching students from other countries too.
You're the best historical teacher I ever met.
Well,
really.
thank you.
I like history because of you.
Oh, well, thank you. When I was in school, I had a history teacher who he loved history, and he would run around the room and draw maps, and so most of what I do, I learned from him. His name is Nathan Bechtel. He went to the same university I did then. I wanted to be just like him, so I went to the same university. I had the same professors, and I think that history is the most important subject, because whether you become a worker or a politician or a banker or anything, you need to know where you came from. And even though I think it's the most important subject, I think often it's the most boring, because teachers just stand there and talk and you don't really learn anything. But it can be the most interesting.
I know that history is repeated, so we should know what it was so that we make any mistake.
I agree.
And what do you think, where people are more educated, in Ukraine or in USA?
I actually think people are better educated in Ukraine. In America, there's sort of 3 levels of schools, and most people go through the lowest level, and when they graduate, a lot of them don't know a lot of the stuff that's pretty basic. And here, even though I teach U.S. history, a lot of the Ukrainians at Summer Institute know those things that the American students don't.
And they go to college, yeah? You call it college, not university, yeah? Or you have a university, college, what is the difference?
In the United States, a university is the name for the entire school, and then it's divided into colleges. So you have, say, the University of Delaware, but then it's divided into the College of Arts, the College of Sciences, the College of Humanities, that sort of thing.
So what could you say about streets? Maybe it's cleaner or dirtier than in USA?
I would say in general the streets are cleaner here, in that there's in a lot of the streets in the United States in the big cities people just take their trash and just throw it wherever, and lots of places in big cities I actually don't like to walk. In the United States, I don't like to walk there because there's often so much trash. There's sharp objects underneath and you'll step on them. But the roads here, you have to be careful not to step in holes. So you have to be careful.
Could you tell us about schools in USA and which one are you teaching?
Well, in the United States, there's 3 different kinds of schools. There's church schools, private schools, and public schools. In church schools, pretty much everyone is well behaved because they're all church people. In private schools, those usually have highest academic achievements because generally the people who go there are more wealthy and can afford to hire really good teachers. Yeah, you have to pay for a private school. And then the schools that most people go to are called public schools, and they're free, but then they can also be kind of dangerous. In most of these schools, we have guards that carry guns in case the students get rowdy or try to fight each other. And a friend of mine that I teach with, at one of his schools several years ago, he was giving a lesson, he was teaching, and a student came up and stabbed him with a knife. And so he decided that he was going to move, and he went to a different school after that.
You didn't tell us the story in the class.
No, but it's true. Yeah, he's a couple years older than me, but he has a daughter too.
He did something?
No.
Just with a knife?
Mm-hmm.
I think you can't stab someone.
Yeah, it's illegal. You're not allowed to have knives or guns in school unless you're a guard. But they don't check, and so sometimes people bring them in.
And what about drugs?
Yeah, there's lots of them.
I like watching American series, and they can go to school with drugs, with guns, and my mom said that it's just for serious, it can be in life, but yeah.
The way it's presented in the movies and in TV shows it's different, but students do come to school with drugs, and we do catch them. Most schools have dogs that are trained to smell drugs, and maybe not every week, but frequently they take those dogs through the school, and if you're caught with drugs, you're arrested and sent to prison. Even if you're a student, you go to prison. It depends on the amount and what kind. If you're an adult, if you're over 18, it could be sometimes 20 or 30 years. In big cities in the United States, anytime you're walking, you'll see people getting arrested, or the police have to tell somebody to be quiet, or somebody gets stabbed, something like that. And I haven't seen any of that here. In America, everybody has a gun, and so people use them.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and put big thumbs up under this video. It was Sonia
And Bert,
Bye.
goodbye.